Okay, that's good.
All right.
Awesome. Mr. Aaron Valencia, you ready to rock?
Ready to roll.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
brother. Thank you. I apologize for my voice. Like I was saying earlier, about 3 hours ago, I don't know, ragweed allergy, something's hitting me. So I'm not trying to sound soothing and deep and low. This
Hey,
is
it
just this is
sounds
how
good,
it's going
though.
to. All right, yeah, this is how it's going to be. So Aaron, this is ParkerCAST season 1, episode 5.
All right.
And I remember you actually would have had the distinction, I think, of being 1 or 2. But I had sent you a message, and I had said, hey, you free that next Tuesday? You said, no, Tuesday, I can't do it on Tuesday. And I thought it was Tuesdays.
Yes.
And then I booked like 7, 8 other people, and you had messaged me back, and you're like, hey, it was just that one Tuesday that I was out. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I actually have an opening here. This is episode 5.
Nice. Top 5, though.
Top 5,
There you
yep.
go.
So I'd ask just tell the audience, tell myself, Aaron, a little bit about yourself. What do we got?
Yeah.
Give me the elevator speech. So Aaron Valencia, real estate. You brought us a little hat. What's the
sir.
elevator speech?
So I always start off my stuff and I just say, what's up, everybody? Aaron Valencia here, the
Love it.
A-game agent.
A game. I
Yeah.
love it.
So, no, I'm just a West Texas native. Moved down here. Been in Parker County for about 11 years. I live out in Aledo. Have 2 kids that's graduated out there. And my last one is junior in high school. So we're almost there.
Oh, so you were talking earlier. I guess I missed it wrong. That's the youngest.
The youngest.
Not the the
Yeah.
youngest. So I envy you so much. Our oldest is at Tech. Middle child's about to go off to A&M, and we were golden. We were set.
Yeah.
Retirement life, tons of money, and then we had the proverbial whoops.
That's
so
kinda
now
what
I have
this one is.
Oh, okay, all right. So we're in the whoops category
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. And what's her name?
Her name is Mia.
Mia. All right. Goes to Aledo.
Aledo, junior in high school. She works at Paleo's Pizza in Aledo.
Okay.
So she's,
And embarrassed of scale of 1 to 10, dad embarrassment.
she's used to it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're like a 2-3.
Yeah. Yeah.
2-3. Awesome. Very, very good. Yep. So you brought the hat. So we first met, and I love that you're on right now here, Aaron, because the whole concept here with the ParkerCAST is for us to get to know folks in the county.
Yes, sir.
And the first 2, 3, 4 guests I had on, I had worked with, I had served on boards with, I kind of knew very, very well. You and I are acquaintances, Facebook friends.
Yep.
Love some of your posts. Love you and Jake going back and
Yeah.
forth. But this is a great opportunity to really kind of get to know you a little more. So, talk to me, talk to us. West Texas. What brought you here to Parker County? Where's the origins of Aaron?
So yeah, it's a West Texas boy. Graduated with a very small class in around 45 minutes south of Midland, Texas.
Okay.
It's called Rankin.
Yep, don't know it.
I
Okay.
graduated with 30 people.
All right.
Ranked number 3 in my class.
Okay.
Top 10%.
This is an accomplishment.
There you
This is
go.
good. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Rankin. So, and then where'd we go from there?
From there, Midland, moved to Midland, oil and gas my whole
Yep.
life, 20 plus years. Met my wife shortly after high school. We were 20 when we met, so we're 45 now, so we've been together for 25 years.
Nice.
So
Congratulations on that.
Yeah. It's
You only got 27 more to go.
hopefully,
Yeah, right. Amen.
hopefully 80.
Yep,
But,
there you go.
Yeah, so
Is that what you think it's going to be, 80?
probably.
Do you?
Yeah.
I keep thinking, man, if I can see 72,
72.
70, I don't know. It just seems like, I move too much. My stress level, I don't know. I just 80. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
My folks are 78.
There you go.
What was your folks?
My mom and dad are both, I think they're both 18 years older than me, so.
Still with us? All
Yep,
right. That's
yep,
good.
both of 'em, yep.
Good genes, Aaron. Good
Mhm.
genes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're all with me. They had them young. We had them young. Like I said, last one's almost out, and I'm 45. So
It's the way to do it.
yeah, I wouldn't have chosen a different way.
No, actually, that brings up like a whole big thing in the U.S. right now. Like there's wait till you're 30. The average marriage age is older, and then the average first child, I think, for a male is in the low to mid 30s. For a female, I don't even know if it's in the 20s anymore. Don't quote me on that. It might be 28, 29.
Well, my oldest is 25, and she's
Great.
She's single.
Nope,
just
great.
having a great time. Doing really well. man, I feel so proud of her. She lives by herself, pays all her bills.
Nice.
I mean, I'm like, man.
And what's her name?
Her name is Tysley.
Okay, Tysley.
Yep.
Tysley, how you doing?
Yep. Very proud of her. But yeah, I feel really accomplished by. At 25, she's just on her own. You know, so I'm proud of her. And my son's 22. He goes to school at Mary Hardin Baylor.
Oh, very good.
Both of them graduated from Aledo also.
How you paying for that one?
Loans.
My daughter went out to Tech, and now my other one's about to go to A&M, and we did not have college loan.
Oh,
we did not have college funds, is what I meant to say, like savings accounts. So we're just paying cash for our kids to go to school, and we are broke.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's
You're
for
right.
sure.
You're right.
But it's over soon, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Then we got our whoops.
Yeah.
Then we got our whoops.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in West Texas, and we come out here.
So funny story, and people are gonna laugh, but my son was a really good football player.
Okay.
Back when he was younger, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and had brought him up to some camps up in the DFW, and some of the
Okay.
coaches within those camps were, you need to get him to DFW Metroplex.
Nice.
And so I asked my company, Oil and Gas, I asked them, is there any opportunity to transfer? And just so happened they had a really good opportunity for me to transfer to here. And they said, pick somewhere around Fort Worth that you want to live, and we'll make it happen. And so research happened, and the school district of Aledo, athletics of Aledo, I'm like, this seems like the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what brought us, that's how we ended up in Aledo.
Yeah. It's kind of Costco story, too.
Yeah.
Costco's like, oh, well, where do we want to go? Let's go to Aledo. Let's go to Willow Park, Aledo.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's great. Yeah, so you came in on the oil and gas. So then talk to me how it moved into real estate.
Then I, supposed to be here, oil and gas. Well, I managed this North Texas area for a while, and then my company in Midland decided to merge with another company, and they asked me to come back and help get the merger side of the supply. I was on the supply chain side of things, so they wanted me to come back and help I was in chemical manufacturing, so I needed to help get the blending plants combined. So I went back there for that. It's supposed to be a 3 to 6 month tour, and 4 years later, I was leaving every Monday morning, spending the week in Midland, coming back on Friday in time to watch my son play football, so going into my son's senior year, I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm going to save up some money, and going into senior year, I'm going to quit, and I'm going to come home.
And what'd she say to that?
And she's like, do it.
Oh,
so I said,
right.
okay. So I started saving up money for
Usually when the wives hear the word quit,
yeah.
there's like no, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I had saved up a little bit of money, and then that was right when COVID hit. COVID hit, oil prices tanked, and the first time in my life in being the oil and gas in 20-something years, I was one of the ones that got laid off.
Laid off.
Mm-hmm. So luckily God just gave me the opportunity to save that money, so I was like, he's telling me to do it.
All right.
You know? So
that's an interesting time to get into real estate, right?
Yeah.
So I mean 2020 was interest rates were that was an oddly like magical time. No one was buying or selling. Interest rates were still wicked low, which they're not anymore.
No.
But interest rates were wicked low. Okay, so from there, more residential, commercial. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I was the year before I was at my dad's lake house in LBJ, and he said he was selling it, and there was an older gentleman that lived in the cove, and he had a hold on that cove, that older man, and he sold in all the houses he listed on that thing. They just knew that's who to go to. And I did the math on what my dad was selling his house and what this guy was going to make, and I'm like, man, I want to do that.
I'll do it for you, Dad.
Yeah. So, long story short,
Got a realtor license.
I called a couple of my friends
Yep.
around that are in the industry, people that I trust, and got some advice. And I said, I'm just going to go ahead and get my license. So I got my license, and then just full steam ahead.
Well, it seems like full steam for you is definitely a huge social media presence. So I mean, it's the A and the A game agent. So I mean, that was that's I think it's on the back of your Jeep, right? You got like
on
one
the
of the
side,
yeah, and on the side. So how'd you get into that social media part of it?
Well, just brand. I knew how important branding, because I helped help with some startup companies in Midland with oil and gas. And I understood how the branding aspect was very important, and
Okay.
also the business side of things where you invest in your business. And so I felt it was really invaluable to invest into
Kind of like
the
investing
brand.
in yourself.
And yes, sir.
There's a lot of psychology and stuff. Invest in yourself, and the dividends will come back. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right.
So the A came because my name's Aaron A.
Yep.
And then Alito A.
I think there was even. I think you even had a beer named after you at one point.
We did. Yeah, we
You had
did.
the A Game Ale back in the Bourbon and Branch
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
That was good.
I loved it.
I thought it was a great.
Yeah, it
I thought
was-
it was a great thing to have a beer. I've brewed beer. I've never had a beer named after me.
Yeah.
So that was actually something pretty cool.
The A Game L.
A Game Ale.
Yep.
Yep. Your friends gave you a little bit of heat online, but that's fine.
That's all right.
So talk to me about that. So who do we got? Who's gonna bust on this podcast the most online?
Probably the name that always comes to mind first is Jake Solis.
Jake. Yep. He seems to target you a little bit.
And my Daily Buzz family, they'll probably call
Okay.
me that, you
Okay.
know. So the Daily Buzz is a really good platform
Yep.
for me, and just to spread my brand and let people know who I am. So
Well, I'll tell you, when I was looking for photos, Aaron, of you on Facebook, it was very difficult to find one. I had to actually text you and say, give me a shot, because almost everything I saw, though there were short ones that you do of yourself, almost everything you've published on Facebook was you and your wife, you and a child, you and a friend, you and a child, you and a wife, you and a wife, you and a child, you and a wife. And I think that was pretty cool.
yeah,
There's actually, there's a lot of photos that I take of just myself. And I was looking at yours and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this much, because it's, you have a lot of you and other folks on there, you and friends, you and family, mostly you and wife. And
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, I just always been a family type person, community driven type person. I think that's very important for not just me, but for my family, for my kids, to have a community around them. And I just think that's very important for me to give back too, to be that involved in the community, to give back to other people's family and community.
Yeah, totally. No, I totally agree. So so current listings. This is one of the things I saw, and I was like, oh, I got to have Aaron on.
Yeah.
Is you were listing some of the proproperties there in Willow Park.
Yeah, man.
So one of them was the Parker County Brewing Company, which I was there at the beginning of that, and I saw you posting right outside the front door, and I was like, oh man, that's kind of wild. I was there 5, 6, 7 years ago when it all started. So how's all that going? I mean, there's a bunch of pretty hot properties right there
Yep.
with the Wilkes guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got. I'm leasing. We've got 4 spots in the shops of the Willow Park and the district combined all together. Got some really cool stuff that we're talking to. Hopefully, we can get them out. The brew company, Parker County Brew Co. They did so well at the location. They were able to obviously purchase their own and expand their business. So we were happy about that. But
It does say a lot about the location. I mean, the location was a successful brewery that's now moved. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you would think any suitors or anything. I know real estate, you're not allowed to talk too
Yeah,
much about what's going on.
We
but-
got some cool stuff.
Okay.
I'm ready to see some of it. I'm ready to see some of it come to fruition. But yeah, we've got some cool stuff happening. Some cool things fixing to move in. I think it's just really cool spot to be. I really like that area. It's more of a entertainment type area, and I think that side of Parker County really needs it. Just somewhere where we can go hang out, eat dinner. They've got this melt ice cream. They're going to have the district's fixing to start hosting a lot of stuff, I feel like. And, I think.
What's the meat one there? The Butcher? What's
Yeah, the
that about?
Butcher's
I haven't
Club.
been there yet, but I have some buddies who go all the time.
Yeah, they do lunch there, but they've got meat. They sell meat there. So I haven't bought any yet. I
Okay.
need to.
Yeah.
I'll go buy some steaks.
That needs to be the next video.
Yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, I know in April, 760 Magazine, they're hosting a music fest there.
Okay.
That's going to be pretty cool. Just a lot of cool stuff happening there.
Yeah, very good. Did you had what was your results? Did you do any betting on the Super Bowl yesterday?
I would have probably lost because I was not expecting that result. It was not very entertaining all the way
No.
around.
You posted. You were like, I think I'm just wearing my Cowboys jersey.
Yeah, I just wear my Cowboys
And then I
jersey.
posted my Saquon Barkley jersey.
You did in New York.
that
in
was
the
rough.
New York Barkley jersey.
Yep, that was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a wild game. I don't know. What did you think of the halftime?
I was I was bored with it. It
Yeah.
just wasn't entertaining to me. There was a lot of messaging involved in it, but I get all that, but just the entertainment side of it, I don't think it was as entertainment as some of the
Well,
past.
I'll tell you, I really do appreciate and value art.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of a Madden football game player. Like, oftentimes, Aaron, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. I want it there. I want the museums and the arts, and I love it. I love that it's part of our site. But I just don't always get it.
Yeah.
I just miss it. And when I was reading some of these, I felt borderline ignorant reading some of these comments about people talking about how it was the best halftime show, and this was poetry in motion, and it was just absolutely amazing. And I'm like, well, I wanted to get that.
Yeah.
I wish I could have got that out of it. I was like, what is he saying? What is he saying? I didn't understand half the stuff he was saying.
Yeah.
And it moved so quick, and I was like, I don't know, man. The Tom Petty one a decade ago was pretty great, and
think
Aerosmith was pretty awesome. I don't know.
You know, the Snoop Dre and all that was pretty cool.
Oh, that
a
was
good one.
hot. Yeah.
But,
Eminem came onto that. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. That was probably my favorite of the most recent ones. But just the entertainment value of it, I appreciated they were all clothed.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
There you go.
They're all
No
clothed.
Janet Jackson moments.
No cussing.
Yep, no
you
cussing.
know?
Nope, totally agree.
So I mean, there was a lot of good things. The sound quality wasn't that great to me, and maybe it was my TV. I don't know. But yeah, that's just.
Well, truth be told, I hit mute after about 3
Did
minutes.
you?
So I watched like the first 3, but everything I just said was in mute. So I was watching it verbally.
Yeah.
So your kids are out in Aledo. They all went to Aledo ISD. So they all went through Aledo.
Well, no, my daughter, we moved down here when she was a freshman.
Freshman, okay.
Yeah, and then my son was 6th grade.
Did your son play Aledo football?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does he have a couple rings? or-
3, he's 20.
Really?
18, 19, and 20. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he was a pretty.
How big are they?
They're good.
Did he give
Yeah.
any back to Dad? Like, Dad, I owe you this for everything you get. Oh no, okay, all right. He's got all the rings.
They're in his bed. They're at my house still. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to take them to college, but yeah.
No. We had a guy who worked for us at Parker County when I was there back in 2018. Mason, big tall guy, and he was. I knew Aledo football was the real deal because Mason Ziegler and his dad Bobby Ziegler, great guys, great folks. Mason was 6'5", maybe 6'6". Mason was huge, probably 290 on a good day, 280. Don't get mad at me, Mason, if you're smaller than that. But he was a big boy, and he was making pizzas for us, and he was working with us, and he's like, yeah, next week's a senior game, so I'll get to play.
Oh man.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, I'm the second string left guard or right guard, whatever it was. I was like, Mason. Looking up to him. He's 6 foot. I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, no, there's some seniors in front of me, and they're really amazing. They're great. And they're probably going to Alabama, and they're going to college. I was like, I'm a Weatherford guy. I was on the board of trustees Weatherford. I was like, if you were in Weatherford, you would not only be one of our starting offensive linemen, you'd have a C on your jersey.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew. I mean, I knew it before. I had been here for about 20 years myself. Knew Aledo was great. But when this kid, this huge, amazing, big kid was like, I'm the second string right guard. And I was like, yeah, Aledo's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a process out there. My son, you have to work. You have to pay your dues. Special teams, sophomore year, backup junior year, and hope you can really compete for that spot in your senior year.
Yeah.
So.
And you said how many kids? How many? 3? 3 kids. Who was the easiest to parent?
So they're all different, but I would say the easiest is this younger one because at that point we're more experienced.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's like the first one we're kind of growing up together. The second one you're figuring it out. The third one you've kind of figured out. You're like, all right, just don't get in trouble.
Seems like you try to find. There's always different memes about the second child is always like this, or the oldest is always like this, and I don't know if they're really accurate because sometimes it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like there's, the oldest is always the most independent. Maybe I was the youngest of 3, I don't know about you.
I was the oldest of 5.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So you were the most independent?
I was pretty independent.
Because that is the MO about the firstborn. The oldest takes care of the younger ones. They're the most independent. And the rest of the family, where are they at right now? All Texas? Or?
All West Texas. Pretty much everybody. We're the only ones that moved off.
And it's, what was the town again?
Midland.
Oh, Midland.
Yeah, Midland.
Okay.
That's where everybody pretty much in Midland. You know, maybe my wife has some family in Odessa, but it's all kind of right there.
Where's your daughter looking to go to school?
Man, I don't know. I think she's kind of thinking about just maybe community type college.
Oh, yeah.
For now, she's going through a program out in Aledo where she'll have a CNA, phlebotomy, and then EKG. Maybe.
Yep.
So she's going to have those.
She can go into nursing or EMS. Yeah. No, I don't know if you know this. I teach at Tarrant County College, or
Yes,
now
sir.
I'm administrator at Tarrant County College, but I taught for about 16, 17 years. So, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the community college system, huge fan of Weatherford College out here. We created a partnership with Weatherford ISD and their dual credit and the early college high school program. So, no, I think that's, the university has its place for sure. But for so many of the local community, I love the community college. And the thing is, you're not done at the community college. You can be done. Or it's a stepping stone onto something else. So, no, I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I like it just for the aspect of a lot of times most kids probably don't know what they want to do, and they go to college right after high school and spending a lot of money and then change 3 or 4 times, add years. So I think that's a good benefit to community college.
Yep. And you said your parents are still alive?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Any great any great stories with them? Parents growing up? I mean, they were good folks. They were.
Yeah. I mean,
You learned a lot from them.
My mom had 5 mouths to feed, so she was a great lady.
Yeah. What's her name?
Her name is Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah.
All right, Brenda. Shout out to Brenda.
Yeah. So, here's a funny story. I was in my mama's stomach on one of my dad's state football games.
Oh,
There you go.
That's good. I like it.
So
That's a good story.
my dad.
Did they win?
They won that year.
Okay,
So
that's all. Yeah.
my dad went to state 3 times in high school, sophomore, junior, senior year. He won first year, lost the second year, and won the third year.
Okay.
So me and all my brothers were pretty good football players too, and but he always had that on us. You know, he was the best. Everything.
Yeah, he went to 3.
Yeah. So then my son comes along and he won 3. So he beat him. So now he says he's the king of the Valencia.
So was your folks, because they're far away, I mean, were they coming out a lot for the football games or as much
Yeah,
as they could?
much as
or
they could, yeah.
Playoffs?
I think his senior year we probably had family down every weekend, from some part of it. My brothers, my mom, my dad, somebody was here.
So talk to me a little bit about, philanthropy is you're giving back to the community and you're helping out. And a lot of it, when you have a small business is to, I'd like to get my logo here and logo there, but it does seem like when I look through Facebook, you're doing a lot of philanthropy. It seems like there was something with a volleyball or a girls basketball team recently, and there was a donation. So how are you doing with all that, or talk to me about some of that?
Yeah, so I started that when I first started real estate. I'm like, man, this is a family-oriented community industry that I'm working in. I've got to give back, and then along with the Aledo School District, I think they've given my kids opportunities that they may not have had at other places. So I'm like, I need to invest back, invest backwards, not pay it forward, So I'm kind of doing what people did for my kids. Also, they did that for my kids.
Love it.
Going into, as they grew up, now it's time for me to give back to their. So I do, I'm on a couple of boards. I'm on the Branch to Hope Community Center board, help start that up. I'm on I'm a VP on the Aledo Education Foundation, and then I I support and give back and volunteer for the Advocats.
Oh, yeah. I know the Advocates, yeah.
So those are like my 3 big ones, and then obviously I'm a really sports-oriented guy, so I like to give to the booster clubs. So with every transaction I do, I do give a portion of that back to those 4 entities, and then others. But those are my 4. I know when I get a transaction, those 4 people are getting some give back.
Okay, so we're going to finish here with sports. So you can't get rid of, here's the scenario, you can't get rid of Jerry Jones. So get that off the table. You can't get rid of Jerry Jones. Aaron wins a contest in DFW, and you get to make one change. It's bringing in a player. It's getting rid of a player. It's a coach. It's something. You get one change to help your Cowboys. What are you doing?
Cowboys.
So I'm a Giants fan. For me, it's easy. I'm bringing in a stud quarterback. Cowboys. What's the change that's needed? And again, you can't say Jerry Jones.
So he can stay the owner.
Can't say Jerry Jones has got to stay. He's the
He's
GM.
gotta
He's the
stay
owner.
GM.
Other than Jerry Jones, how do you fix the Cowboys? It's too easy to say Jerry Jones. He's low hanging fruit. How do you fix the Cowboys?
How do we fix the Cowboys?
Do you need a running game? Your defense was pretty
I
salty.
mean, we've had a running game in the past. You know, with we've got to have the trenches. You
Okay.
know, that's where you start. That's where I start a football team, in the trenches. But
Eagles just showed us that.
yeah, I mean those trenches. I mean, shoot, those boys got after.
So your move
Mahomes.
is Cowboys, big bodies.
Yeah.
Big bodies, front four.
Mm-hmm.
Front
Yeah.
seven on offense, front
Yeah.
four. Okay. I like it. That you think they're going to do it?
My heart breaks every year. I don't expect anything different.
Yeah. Yeah. It was rough. I had a heartbreak here with Eli Manning not getting in first ballot Hall of Fame, so that was a rough one for me.
Yeah.
So I'm with you, but hopefully the Giants surpass the Cowboys this upcoming year, and you are alone in the
the bottom.
basement because brother, we are both chasing the Washington and Philadelphia, unfortunately.
Philly
So,
looks like they're going to be around for a while.
unless Saquon does what he does and he tears an ACL or something, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But I'm not wishing for that. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Hey, Aaron, any closing thoughts? Anything you want to say?
No, I just appreciate you having me on. It went by quick. It was fun.
Yeah. We're
You know?
almost half an hour in.
So, wow. But no, it was fun. Appreciate you having on. I like what you're doing.
Yeah. I do too. Hey, good luck with leasing those properties. I'm excited to see who moves in. That Wilkes right on the interstate there. That is a super exciting property, so
Yes,
it's
sir.
going to be good. Good luck to you.
Well, appreciate that.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.